Hello, welcome to my daily watercolor painting video. I do these videos every day because I want to paint consistently. So every day I paint for at least 15 minutes. I even mark it in my calendar. So we are on day 7 today. And yesterday I did some flowers with metallics. That's another reason why, or another way I kind of am trying to change the way I paint, is I'm trying to do more of the things that I enjoy. I kind of used to focus too much on creating pretty pictures. Now I just focus on doing things that actually, I enjoy, things that just make me happy. So today I'm just going to be adding some like ink to my paintings from yesterday, because one thing I realized is I tend to kind of skip from one project to another. I think I need something maybe darker. And it's kind of harder to just like skip from one thing to another, because then whenever I did in the past, whenever I focused on something for a while and tried to improve it, for example, I did a project where I painted 50 skies, and that really helped me kind of just get so much better at painting skies. And now whenever I need to paint skies, I find it way more relaxing, even though like the rest of the landscape is still a challenge. But yeah, skies are kind of something that I'm now excited to paint. So I thought, since I was doing this yesterday and I quite enjoyed it, and I generally love flowers, I love metallics, and I really love adding ink as well to my painting. So I thought, rather than dropping this and moving on to a new thing, I'm just going to carry on with these sort of flowers. I think learning by kind of micro obsessing over something is probably the most fun way to learn. It can be quite overwhelming to try to learn everything in watercolor, or just in anything you're learning. You know, when you there's just so many things to keep in mind. For example, in watercolor, you know, there's wet in wet, wet on dry. There's just so many different things. There's so many different techniques. It can really be quite challenging, especially for beginners. But even, I mean, I've been painting for like over a decade, which I really don't think you would, you know, it doesn't show because I'm still so tense about painting. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so it's just, you know, watercolor is a tricky medium to master, isn't it? So mastering something, especially something that we just enjoy painting, can help with like release the stress and relieve the stress from painting. I find it quite difficult to talk while I'm trying to like paint or draw, so forgive me if I'm being a little bit scattered. Anyway, so I think this is what I'm going to focus on. I'm going to try to kind of just ink my way through my paintings. So I'm using black ink. I'm using a waterproof one, but if you're just doing it on top of a painting, doesn't have to really be waterproof. You can even just use like a ballpoint pen or gel pen. Although these are quite dark, like some ballpoint pens can be a bit like paler. So this one is Faber-Castell Pitt pen. This one is like a Japanese one. I'm not really sure where I bought it, but I like this one because, let me just show you on the scrap piece of paper. So this one, they do have different sizes, but yeah, it's fairly thin. I mean, you can go darker, I guess, but this one, the way it's made, it has a little bit more variety. So you can go thin as well, you can go darker, and you can go even darker. It really has such a large variety, so those are quite useful. Okay, so I'm just going to carry on with this, And then I want to show you another project. I'm going to use this one for thin lines because I just find it easier to, because I don't have to control my grip as much. This one, if you press harder, it's going to make it dark, and I just want to avoid that. And then after that, I want to show you this lovely book that I have that's really great for this sort of projects as well. Okay, and now I'm just going to add nice accent, a little bit of a directional lines, a little bit darker here where it's kind of the bottom to make it feel more heavy. And I also like to, you know, go outside of the lines. I think it adds, it's like a free feeling of freedom. Should we actually do this one as a center? I feel like it would be better like this, but don't have the metallics done this way, so let's just go like this. Right, okay, let's leave this at that. And then my next project for today is drawing this lovely book, which is by Harriet De Winton. She has a YouTube channel as well. You've probably heard of her. She's wonderful. So this one is it's like reverse coloring. So rather than coloring, you actually just do the outline. But she creates this beautiful, like beautiful, you know, paintings that you can then ink around. Really lovely. And she also explains different ways of doing it. So for example, you can just draw literally what you see. So just, you know, draw the door, da da da. Or you can add things that you can't see. She also encourages you to go outside the lines like I was doing, adding some patterns or even using different like pencils, not just like pens, and also vary your line. So I've had this book for a while. I really like the idea, but I've been feeling very precious about it because it's just so gorgeous and so lovely. I feel intimidated, you know, and this is one thing that I also should I want to change is it took me a while to even get myself a good quality watercolor paper because I'm so precious about everything. I don't want to ruin it, but then I end up not really using it. So I'm going to change this today. I'm going to color one of these in. I think these are fairly well described, but I feel like I want something maybe a bit bigger, at least to start with. Maybe I'll go with these ones. They definitely caught my eye. Is there anything else that speaks to me? These are nice. So lovely. Look at this. Isn't that great? You have all the centers and then you just add the outline. That's such a fun idea as well. Lovely. Lots of different ways. Such a variety of there's even a landscape. Lovely. Should I go for this one? Not sure. You know what? I think I'm gonna stick to the one that I chose, which is fairly similar. But seriously, I get intimidated so easily. So I'm just going to go for it. How do I want them to look? Don't overthink it. I think I'm just going to add a little bit of like a pollen, just like I was doing with poppies. Yeah, let's just go for it. Okay, here we go. My first stroke in this lovely book. See, that's the thing. I shouldn't do that. It's at the end of the day. It's not such a big deal, is it? Why am I so nervous? There we go. Okay, so what I'm already noticing about myself, I'm going too structured, I think, to learn to break the rules. I'm too timid, definitely too timid. At the end of the day, even if I ruin it, who cares? Right, the center is just such a mess. Okay, let's start from the center maybe this time. I'm going to kind of pretend around and then maybe Maybe rather than circles, I'm just gonna do like little dots, dashes. See, I don't want it to make it too kind of structured, I guess. But now it became a little bit too much of a mess. There we go. Could this like fold a little bit like this? This is kind of, you know what? I'm just going to make a petal. Okay, so there you go. Okay, another one. This time, let's try to make it the center nice. So I'm going to get a squiggly line, a bit of a, like these lines, and then maybe something like this. I think I made it a bit too big. I don't know. Anyway, just going to carry on. Right, I think I should be switching between them because this is a little bit too, the lines are a little bit too thick, this one. Right, so, okay, center. Should I do something different? I don't know. You know what? I'm just going to something like this, and just lines. Maybe something like this. Okay. Now I feel like this one definitely should go like this. Maybe a little bit of a fold. Right, this is so satisfying that I almost forgot I'm filming. So I think I'm going to let you go. It's not like I can stop you anyway, but I'm going to carry on this. And yeah, it's really so like I feel almost like I can't even speak, because I so rarely have this feeling of like I'm in the flow, you know. I'm just like focused on what I'm doing, and I'm not like judging it that much. I'm still judging it, but there is this sense of peace that I'm starting to finally feel when I'm painting. And yeah, it makes me so happy that very slowly I'm on the journey to stress less, be happier, be more joyful, you know, and actually accept my mistakes and accept myself for who I am as a painter. It's surprisingly very hard for me to do. I don't know if probably some of you can relate. I hope not, because it's been stressful, you know. It's been stressful for me to try to paint, even though I love watercolor so much. It's so sad to be sabotaging yourself. Anyway, I'm getting better, and I hope this was helpful. If you have any tips what to do to be a bit more free, let me know, and hopefully see you in the next one. Happy painting!